What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? I know it's been a while since I've been in here and I gave you guys a video, but I'm back and I'm cooking up something nice for y'all. And I think I wanted to talk about how to obtain anything that you desire in life, which is commonly known as the law of attraction. But first we need to talk about energy, because this energy is a different form of energy than we studied maybe in school. This is more of an abstract energy, an energy that's off of vibrations, off of frequency that we can't see, but our brains are connected to and our thoughts are connected to. So let's get into it. Let's talk about a little bit of physics. Let's talk about potential energy. So potential energy is energy that is stored. So like if I had a ball, the energy that's stored within that ball is potential energy. So if I took that ball and I rolled it down the hill, that potential energy is now transferred into kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is energy from an object moving. As the object falls and its height decreases from the ground, it gains speed. That's kinetic energy. So potential energy is stored energy. Kinetic energy is energy from the movement of an object. So when you talk about law of attraction, it's off of vibrations. It's not off of a physical object. You're talking about energy that's stored within a thought pattern, a wave, a frequency. The potential energy in this standpoint would be the idea. Say I wanted to be an entrepreneur, I wanted to own a restaurant. Me wanting to own a restaurant, me wanting to be an entrepreneur, that's the potential energy. That's the stored energy. The idea is the stored energy, or the dream is the stored energy. So how do we transfer that into kinetic energy? How do we transfer that mind wave into a moving energy? And we do that in the form of constantly thinking about it, positive reinforcement, telling myself that, you know, I'm gonna do this every day, maybe 30 minutes every day, telling yourself what you're gonna do in the future, who you're gonna become. That's how you start the process of taking that potential energy and moving it towards a kinetic energy. So I'm constantly telling myself every day that I'm gonna be a restaurant entrepreneur. I'm gonna be a restaurant entrepreneur. Now, to get that ball moving, I actually have to start moving towards becoming that restaurant entrepreneur, which means saving money. I'm starting to save my money. I'm stacking money. I have $25,000 saved. I have $50,000 saved now. Understanding how much I need to save in order to put a down payment on a restaurant, or put a down payment on a brick and mortar, or I need to save enough money to own this franchise. So that's taking that potential energy and turning it towards a kinetic energy, a moving energy. So it's not so much of just telling it to yourself. Like if you read the book The Secret, they try to simplify it and say you can be anything that you think. You are the sum of your thoughts. But it's more than that. You have to take those thoughts and create something tangible out of them. You can't just think I'm gonna become this and think you're gonna actually become that. You actually have to put those steps in place to actually become who you want to be. And you do this by having goals. Everybody understands goals, but it's the kind of goals you have. Yes, we can have large goals. I wanna do this by the end of the year, but we can't focus on those large goals. We can set those large goals for ourselves, but once you set those large goals, put them at the back of the book, don't even pay attention to them. What you gotta focus on are the smaller goals. The smaller goals lead up to the large goal. And say to yourself, every week I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this every week. And you'll see the progress as you get closer to the end of the year. You're gonna be closer to that large goal that you had set in the very beginning. So focus on smaller goals. Make it more obtainable. Sometimes you can set a big goal for yourself and it can look unobtainable. It can look like something that's too far out of reach. I can't become that. I can't be this person. So set smaller goals. Set things that are easy for you to get while still pushing you towards that end goal. That's how you should be going. You know, it goes back to the book, The Atomic Habits. What am I talking about? Atomic Habits. And that teaches you, that book preaches about, you know, setting small goals that lead up to the large goal. And once you get close to the large goal, it's sometimes hard to even believe that you're there because your mind has been just so focused on achieving the weekly goals, the daily goals. You know, it's more than just the thinking. You have to also be willing to put yourself in situations to win. You gotta, take advantage of opportunities that show themselves to you. You can't be afraid of taking opportunities, because if you're afraid of opportunities, you're gonna miss out on so many different possibilities. So you gotta be open to opportunities, and you gotta believe that you can become what you actually think. And it's a lot of things, a lot of sayings that are true. You're the sum of your thoughts, you're the sum of the people that you hang around. So if you want to become a great entrepreneur or a successful entrepreneur, you need to be hanging around people that share that same mind wave, that share that same thought process, because you guys are gonna feed off of each other. It's energy, you gotta feed off of energy that's like yours. That's how you really thrive. That's how you really become successful. Surround yourself by people that are trying to achieve things similar to you, and you guys can help one another with feedback or just bouncing ideas off of each other. So you just need to be aware of the people that you're hanging around, because energy is very important, and it's hard to really talk about it, or it's hard to really explain it, because it isn't something that's here and now. It isn't something tangible. It's something that is abstract. It is something that you can't see, but best believe it's there. There's many sayings, what goes around comes around. That's a form of energy. The energy likes equilibrium. You do something bad, bad is gonna come back to you. You do something good, good is gonna come to you, paying it forward. That's all forms of energy. And once you become in touch with your energy and know how to become one with your energy, you'll live a more successful life, and you'll be more successful in the ventures that you choose to take on. And this stuff doesn't just apply to entrepreneurship. This applies to anything. If you want to be a good cook, if you want to be a good artist, if you want to be a good mother, a good father, a good friend, it's understanding how to become that, and understanding that it starts with the thought. It starts with that potential energy that's in the form of a thought that we're transferring over to, a kinetic energy, a moving energy, which is the transformation from a thought to an actual tangible object, or, an actual thing that we can see and touch in real life. So I talk about entrepreneurship because that's the route for me. That's who I'm to become. So that's my best way of relating the information to you guys. But just to give an example, I want to be an entrepreneur. So yes, I started with the thought of I want to become an entrepreneur. But what did I do after that? I took steps to join clubs, join entrepreneurship clubs, go to meetup events where I'm surrounded by other entrepreneurs, graphic designers, people in marketing that are all on the same mind wave as me, on the same frequency that I'm on. I surrounded myself with those people, those kind of people, people that were innovative, people that were business focused. So it's more than just a thought. Now I'm starting to take that thought and actually move towards becoming that person, because I'm putting those thoughts into action. It's taking the thoughts and putting them in the process to become what you want to become in the end game. So, that's all I really had for you guys today. And I just wanted to simplify or make it easier to understand the law of attraction, because it just sounds so unreal. The law of attraction, like what? It just sounds so unreal because it isn't something tangible. So if I can simplify it and make it something more understandable, you guys will know how to move forward with your life. But that's all I have for you guys today. And I'm gonna be having some more videos, gonna be pumping some more out. I know I've been on a little, 2-week hiatus, or lying, more like a month hiatus. But I'm gonna have more videos coming for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of this month. Oh man, December 2020 flew by. yeah, this month, which will also be the end of this year. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your year and get ready for 2021 and start thinking about, you know, what goals you're gonna set for yourself, and not just the big goal, but also the smaller goals that, you know, are gonna lead up to that big goal or that end goal. So I just want to thank you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.